Good morning, friends. It's time to do some singing together. Are you ready? We're going to do a brand new piece of music. It's called I Believe in Someday, and it's based on a poem by young Maddie Stepanek, who only lived 13 years on this earth, but wrote 7 books full of poetry, and Jimmy Carter referred to him one of the most amazing people he had ever met. So the choir is going to start with this piece of poetry by Maddie Stepanek, and then we're going to lead into I've Got Peace Like a River, and we would like you to join in, and you can join in by standing, sitting, clapping, do whatever feels great for you. The lyrics will be up there, but you know it's a zipper song, so it's just the same lyrics over and over again. You'll be great. Here we go. I believe in someday.
Good morning. Welcome to the Olympia Unitarian Universalist congregation. Our community envisions an interconnected world that is loving, just, and healthy. We commit to live out our mission to welcome and wonder, embrace and empower, bridge and become. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Liz Clement. I am a white person with brown hair pulled back today, and I've got rosy cheeks that are smiling out at all of you. Leading worship with me today is our minister, the Reverend Mary Geer, Troy Fisher, our music director, Reverend Sara Lewis, our director of community and faith development, and we are so happy to welcome back the OUUC choir this morning. You are welcome here, just as you are. Whatever beliefs sustain you, whomever you love, however you understand and express your identity, and in all the ways you are still becoming the person you will be. A few things to know about our service today. We're streaming live on Zoom and YouTube, and the service is being recorded. For those here in the sanctuary, you can see the sometimes creative subtitles up here on the screen in front, and those are on Zoom for those of you joining online as well. Over here, we have soft chairs and activities for your hands so we can all be comfortable together. We're a multi-generational community that welcomes people of all ages in the sanctuary. There's also a nursery care and story time program for children in the classroom wing. Please be where you're most comfortable. After the service, everyone will have the chance to discuss reflection questions offered by Reverend Mary. For those online, we invite you to go into a breakout room for a virtual coffee chat as well. For those in person, please feel free to stay for coffee and fellowship in the Commons. All are invited to our annual OUUC picnic. It's next Saturday, this coming Saturday, September 13th at noon at the Rose Garden Shelter in Squaxin Park. The picnic is a potluck, and there will be a zucchini bread competition. If you want to enter your best loaf of zucchini bread, please let Chloe know. Carpooling to the picnic is encouraged as parking is limited over at the park. Any general picnic questions, check with Reverend Sara. After service forums do start again next Sunday. Plan to join Reverend Mary and Reverend Sara for a preview of what's planned for the new congregational year. As you've heard, there are many, many things happening at OUUC, as there always are. Check out the Tuesday electronic update or the website for the most up-to-date information. Now, let us open our hearts and our minds as we prepare for worship. It is so good to be together. This morning, we join Unitarian Universalist congregations around the world in lighting a chalice, the symbol of our faith tradition. We light our chalice this morning with the words of Katie Sivani Gelfand. We light this chalice as a symbol of reunion. We reunite in this sanctuary to share the flow of our hearts with one another. We gather together in ritual to celebrate our fountains of joy, to hold each other through storms of grief, to guide one another through rapids of transformation, to rest together on ponds of stillness. Together, we honor the spirit of water in its many forms and its life-giving essence.
Welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you here this morning. I'm Reverend Mary, and I use she, her pronouns. I am a white woman in my early 60s with salt and peppered hair, short. I'm wearing glasses, and today I have on a black dress and the water stole that was a gift when I was ordained. Our opening words this morning are offered by the Reverend Amy Friedman. It's called The Spirit of All Ages. Spirit of infancy, be with us now. Bring all of your vulnerability and softness. Bless us with loud cries and captivating smiles. teach us to trust. Spirit of childhood, be with us now. Bring all of your energy and curiosity. Bless us with giggles and hugs. Teach us how to play. Spirit of youth, be with us now. Bring all of your insight and courage. Bless us with passion and intelligence. Teach us to grow. Spirit of adulthood, be with us now. Bring all of your responsibility and loving. Bless us with your gifts and fears. Teach us to connect. Spirit of elders, be with us now. Bring all of your answers and questions. Bless us with your stories and your hopes. Teach us to believe. Come, let us worship together.
And let's sing together again. I'm going to invite you to rise in body and our spirit. And we're going to sing together Pat Humphreys' Swimming to the Other Side. If you're joining us online, the lyrics will be posted in the chat. And if you're here in the sanctuary, the lyrics will be posted up here, and it's a lot of lyrics. And my best advice is keep on going. Keep on going. We are living in a great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone and I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I'm impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection will be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all singing to the other side. We are living in this great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, finding intuition, my head, my heart, I am gathering the tools together. I'm preparing to do my part. All of those who have come before me, bound together to be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living in this great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We will worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been given since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side. You're doing it! We are living in this great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all living to the other side. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to did great. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Reverend Sara. I'm a middle-aged white woman with short brown curly hair, today wearing a blue dress and a blue stole. And I invite everyone who is beginning or returning to school this fall, whatever that means to you, whatever school means, school of life, people of all ages, if you brought a bag for the backpack blessing, to bring it forward and place it on this blanket. And if you didn't bring a bag, no worries. You can still receive a blessing tag to add to your bag later. So if you brought a bag, please bring it forward.
Should I sit down?
And return to your seat. Yes. Thank you for the question.
Yay. All right. Oh, good.
Oh, look at the nice bags.
Beautiful. Look at all the colors. One more. Any more?
All right.
Great.
Thank you all.
Would you please join me in the spirit of reflection and prayer? Spirit of life and hope and love. For many of us, school starts pretty soon. Some of us are excited about new beginnings. We are eager to start a new school year, or to get a new classroom, or maybe even move to a new school. Some of us are homeschooled, and we have new beginnings too, just not in the same way. A new year means new subjects, new levels of things we'll be expected to do. Some of us are excited about new beginnings. Holy Spirit, be with everyone who is looking forward to what lies ahead.
Some of us are nervous about what's coming. Some of us are scared. Some of us try really hard to be big and brave, and that's not always easy. For some of us, school is a place where we really don't want to be. Spirit of life, be with everyone who is nervous about what lies ahead.
Holy Spirit, bless these chalice tags that they may travel with our students into this new year of learning. May these backpack tags help them remember their values and let their lives be guided by the values of our shared faith. May this new year for each be filled with fun adventures and special joys. May all schools be a place of learning and of safety. May our students always know that here in this congregation, they can find the hands of friends. And may love surround these young people and people of all ages, this day and all days. May this be so. Blessed be. Amen.
And now, a blessing for all, students and everyone in this season of school. May all your tools of expression, crayons or otherwise, be sharp and colorful. May the existence of erasers remind you that it's okay to make mistakes. May you fill the days of your calendar with things that you want to do. May you have tools to measure progress, but know that you set the mark for enough where it is right for you. And may your backpack, literal or metaphorical, not be too heavy for your shoulders. Blessed be. And now we invite those who brought backpacks to come up and retrieve them, as well as to pick out a tag. The tags will also be available later. And if you were joining us on Zoom, I will have your blessing tag and you can get it from me later. Thank you so much.
Each Sunday, we engage in the spiritual practices of generosity and gratitude by joining together in service to our community and to something greater than ourselves. We each have the power to share, and when we combine our gifts to create an offering, together we are able to do more than any of us can ever do alone. We also express our gratitude for the gifts life has given us, for the network of relationships in which we live, and for the presence of this community. If you are new or visiting us today, you are our guest, and we do not expect you to contribute. However, if you are moved to be part of our offering, what you do share will be most gratefully received. The offering collected here at OUUC does two things. Half helps to support the ongoing work of our congregation, which is also supported by our regular pledges. The other half of our offering goes to charity. Most of it is shared with an organization that serves our community in harmony with our Unitarian Universalist values. And a small portion also goes to the OUUC Ministers Benevolence Fund to support the more urgent needs in our community. Our Share the Plate recipient for July and August was the Growing Home Collective of Garden Raised Bounty. That's Grub, our neighbors here. Your generosity raised $8,387. Of that, Grub will receive $3,261. The Minister's Benevolence Fund will receive $931, and just over $4,000 will help to support OUUC. Thank you all. Our Share the Plate organization for September and October is South Puget Sound Habitat for Humanity. They are a wonderful organization, and this is what they share about their work.
Hello, OUUC. My name is Elizabeth Walker. I am the CEO of South Puget Sound Habitat for Humanity. Thanks so much for including us as a part of your Share the Plate contribution. It's the support of community members like you that make our work possible. Our vision is a world where everyone has a decent place to live, and we try to live into this vision every day through our programming. You probably know us through our home building program. This is where we work to make sure our neighbors in Thurston County can afford their homes and thrive and live and stay in this community. We are currently building 28 new townhomes in a development in Tumwater, and we also have a lot of work in the pipeline and two big projects in Olympia and Yelm. If this sounds interesting to you, we would love to have you out on the site to volunteer. Less known is our work in home repairs. Often it's a leaky roof or a water heater that makes the difference between a homeowner being able to stay in their home or not. And our home repair programs make sure that they can stay and they can stay affordably. We also support aging in place through home improvements like tub to shower conversions and wheelchair ramps. You may have a friend, a neighbor, a congregation member that could use some support in this area, either through aging in place or through critical home repairs. If they need a hand, send them our way. We know that housing is one of the most pressing challenges of Thurston County. People that choose to partner with us come from all walks of life, and they know that in this climate, a working parent with 2 kids often doesn't have a chance of buying their own home. By donating, by being a part of this Share the Plate, you're helping to create new affordable homeownership opportunities for our community. So please join us online, sign up to volunteer, spshabitat.org. We really appreciate your support and would love to meet you.
May the offering now be generously given as it is gratefully received.
Walked hand in hand through the dark storms that threatened freedom in our lives. We sang from our hearts through our fears still. We saw the dawn's early light, and so
Thank you so much for your generosity and all the ways you share your many gifts. This morning, we do what humans have done for all of our existence. We gather in times of worry and fear, and in times of celebration and joy. We come into our community bringing all that is in our lives, on our minds, and in our hearts. Let's open our hearts to the complexity of life as we place stones in the water of community. You will hear a drum beat. Allow its resonance to enter into your body. It's the heartbeat of life, the heartbeat of our community. I invite you to take a deep breath in and out. Feel the air as it enters and leaves your body. Feel the earth solid beneath us. Feel the warmth of connection. This morning, Tessa Miller shares that her children, Asher and Finn, were in a bad car accident yesterday. And while Finn is home recovering, Asher is in the hospital, getting much needed medical care. Tessa, know that you are held in the love of this community and that we send our care and love and healing prayers to your children. Bob and Sally Brennan share that Bob took a fall during their camping trip in Alberta last week. And Sally says that Bob was clever enough to fall close to the rescue team's helicopter pad. So he got medical care in record time, and he is home now recovering. They request no contact for right now as they are getting their bearings again and healing. They'll let us know if they need anything from our community. Bob and Sally, know that you are held in the love of this community, and we send healing thoughts your way. Jim Brown offers his thanks for the many cards that helped lift his spirits and aided his recovery from a fall and an infection. Jim says he is in rehab now, doing well, hoping to return home soon and to return on site to OUC in November. He's a regular at our Thursday evening dinners. Jim, we send you our best wishes for a speedy recovery, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And last, offer congratulations to Susan Southwick Joy, who was honored yesterday as the City of Olympia Parks Volunteer of the Year. Now, I happen to know that Susan takes great joy in removing invasive ivy and other plants so that our native species can thrive. So thank you, Susan, for all that you do to support our ecosystem and our community. Let's open our circle wide now. For those on Zoom, I invite you to share from your heart by entering in the chat. Those of us in the sanctuary will be able to see your sharing on the screen, and it's also shared with me and the pastoral care team. For those on site today, I invite you to come forward if there's something you'd like to bring into the community. You may place a stone in the water as you hold your sharing in your heart. So let's hear the heartbeat of our community and reach out our hearts in love and care to all who share today. We'll place a stone in the water for all that has been shared online, shared from the heart. And we'll place one more stone in the water for all that we hold in our hearts and that remains unspoken this day. We hold together all that has been shared. May you feel yourself witnessed. May you know yourself loved. I invite you to find a position that's comfortable and where you can breathe easily. And as you breathe, I invite you to imagine holding a ball of light in your hands. It might be a glass ball reflecting the light of the sun. Not too hot, just warm and comforting to your touch. It might be a beach ball, light and airy and colorful, or any other ball that you can imagine in your hands. And as you breathe at whatever rhythm is comfortable for you, when you breathe in, raise the ball to the sky, toward the sun, and imagine your ball absorbing the warmth and light of the sun, warm and soothing and comforting. And as you breathe out, lower the ball to your belly, soaking in the warmth and the light. Breathe. And again, as you breathe in, raise your ball to the sky toward the moon and the stars, the cool and quiet night sky, stars glowing in the vastness of space. Imagine your ball absorbing the coolness and quiet of the night. And as you breathe out, lower the ball to your belly, soaking in the cool and quiet of night. And one last time as you breathe in, raise your ball to the sky toward the planets and the solar systems and the galaxy out in the vast and beautiful universe. Imagine your ball connecting to that vastness, absorbing the mystery and the beauty of space. And when you lower your ball to your belly, soak in the mystery and beauty of the universe. May we breathe in gratitude for this day, for this earth, for this community, and for this life. Blessed be. Amen. Let's be in silence together.
We have been celebrating the water communion for many years, and it is a common practice among many Unitarian Universalist congregations. It started in 1980 when two Unitarian Universalist women, Carolyn McDade and Lucille Shuck Longview, were asked to create a worship service for the Women and Religion Continental Convocation of Unitarian Universalists. The ritual they created included a new inclusive symbol of women's spirituality, water, representing, quote, our connectedness to one another, to the totality of life, and to our place on this planet. That service, called Coming Home Like Rivers to the Sea, was held in a semicircle around an earthenware bowl. Women had brought water from distant places, from the Rio Grande and other rivers far off, rainwater from Maryland, water from the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, and other waters that held significance to each woman. As the ritual is continued, said Carolyn McDade, water deepens in meaning for us, just as water deepens during its long and winding journey to the sea.
Like many people, my husband and I took to the road this past Labor Day weekend. We drove across the state to visit the Grand Coulee Dam in northeastern Washington. The dam is on the Columbia River, one of the many rivers dramatically changed by the Missoula floods that happened 15,000 to 18,000 years ago at the end of the Ice Age. Construction of the Grand Coulee Dam began in 1933, authorized by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt as a project to put people to work during the Great Depression. There were projects all over the country that put people to work and that many believed would benefit people in communities at that time and into the future. The dam was intended to produce electricity, to power an irrigation system to support farming in the Columbia Basin on the dry side of our state. The dam was expanded during World War II when more electricity was needed to power the war production of Boeing and Hanford, with the irrigation project finally completed in 1942. The Grand Coulee Dam is one of the largest concrete structures in the world, and by size, second only to the Three Gorges Dam in China. It generates 21 billion kilowatt hours of electricity every year, which is enough power for 2 million households for a year. It sends power to 8 western United States and to Canada. It stands 350 feet above the water and 200 feet below the water. It's an engineering marvel and a massive accomplishment. And while I respect this achievement and what it provides, I appreciate that the Grand Coulee Visitor Center partnered with the indigenous tribes of the area to chronicle the impact of the dam on the native peoples. For the dam to be built, it's estimated that 2,500 to 3,000 people from the Colville and Spokane tribes were forced from their homes because their lands were flooded. The dam also eliminated the salmon on that stretch of the Columbia River, disrupting the tribe's food security, culture, and economy. The dam was built and is maintained by the Federal Bureau of Reclamation, formed in 1902 to support homesteading and the economic development in western United States. The Bureau built and maintains many dams across the country, providing water to arid regions and electricity to power our voracious need. And all dams alter the flow of the rivers, destroys the lives of Native people, and decimates our river ecosystems. After all, it's dams that are part of the threat to our beloved Salish sea orca, who do not have enough salmon to survive. I found myself wondering who or what we are reclaiming the land and water from. As I stood on a bluff looking at the dam, I reflected on the symbolism. That dam was created from a belief that nature is to be tamed for the benefit of humans, and that nature exists for us to consume. From the assertion that damage to Native peoples and ecosystems and all living beings is a necessary and therefore unseen expense of progress. From the idea that a few people in power know best and can make decisions that impact so many and that change the world. I came to see the dam as a manifestation of a supremacy culture that says there is only one way to be, only one kind of person who deserves power, and that growth can continue indefinitely with little cost. And I do realize the complexity of it. The dam provides irrigation to an economically important agricultural area and power for so many of us. And I found myself wondering if we truly understand the cost now and for our future. As I looked at Lake Roosevelt on the upriver side of the dam and the Columbia as it flowed downriver again, I reflected on the power of water. The Ice Age glacial Lake Missoula was created by the damming of the Clark Fork River in Montana by the Cordilleran ice sheet, a massive glacier that came from the north in Canada and moved south. The Missoula floods were the result of the pressure from the water in Lake Missoula breaking through glacial ice that was thousands of feet thick. That breaking through the ice, all the water behind it, released 500 to 600 cubic miles of water, comparable to what's in the Great Lakes now. And those floodwaters surged through modern-day Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon at speeds of 65 to 80 miles per hour, with a force that is 10 times greater than all the rivers of the world put together. And it emptied that massive lake in 2 to 3 days as the river flowed to the sea. One day, the Grand Coulee Dam will be breached, intentionally or not. The river will be undammed to flow again freely, because in the end, all rivers flow to the sea. The river of life is a biblical reference to the life-giving river that flowed through the Garden of Eden. Many Unitarian Universalists envision this earth as our Garden of Eden and recognize all water as life-giving and all beings worthy of water and of life. At this moment in history, there are many forces building dams in many forms that are destroying people and ecosystems. Sometimes we build our own dams. The dams are physical, legal, social, cultural, and mental. I believe our faithful call in this moment is to proclaim that there are dams that we've built, and to name the harm that those dams cause, to help support all beings, all life that are damaged and destroyed by the dams that we've built, and to work to breach those dams inside of ourselves and outside of us so the river of life can flow freely again. Because we believe and assert and demand that all rivers flow to the sea. Today, we honor the power of water by combining our water from many places in this gathering of our beloved community. We celebrate our coming together again to begin a new congregational year. And as the women of the first water communion did, we are coming home like rivers to the sea.
Today, we join with many Unitarian Universalist congregations in celebrating the water communion. In a few minutes, we'll share our water. For those who are online, you'll have a chance to share your water too. So if you haven't gathered some water wherever you are, this would be a good time to do so.
Communion is a sharing of our deepest thoughts and feelings in a community of love. Today's ritual of water communion is a time to share our deepest thoughts and feelings about water as we mingle the water we bring with the love of this community. On this day, we are reminded that all water is one water. Water is absorbed into the air and the clouds, then rained down to earth, flowing through creeks and streams and rivers out to the oceans, then absorbed into the air and clouds again to return as rain. We are all in the cycle of water, the cycle of life. The water makes us one, and with some of us online and some of us on site today, we are like two rivers flowing together. Today, you may have water to share from some place that is important to you. It may be a place you visited or your home. For those online, this is a time to bring your water and the meaning it holds for you. And for those in the sanctuary who didn't bring water, there's lots of water here on the table for you to pour or to scoop. All are welcome to participate in the water communion, whether you are here for the first time or for the 1,000th time. So let's pause for a moment. I invite you to take a breath and consider what the water means to you. How has the meaning of water deepened for you? As we hold our reflections in our hearts, we begin our water communion ritual with water from the Salish Sea, gathered here in Olympia, the water imbued with the spirit of the native people, our neighbors, on whose land we live. Next, we add some water from last year's water communion service. Every year, for as far back as we can remember, water has been saved from each water communion ritual and brought into the ritual for the next year, connecting us to our ancestors and to our history. Now, for those who are on site, I invite you to turn around and face the camera and wave to the people who are online. Let them know that we see you and we're so glad that you are here today. Thank you. And for those online, we will pour water into our bowl, symbolizing your water. And as we do so, if you have your camera off, we invite you to hold up your water, maybe even pour it into a bowl where you are. And when you're done, feel free to share in the chat the meaning of your water. And we have some who could not be on site today or online and left us some water, and so we'll add that water now. And all of this water is added to the water that was collected in our first service this morning. If you're here in the sanctuary, we've placed butcher paper in the commons for you to share the meaning of your water. We invite you to look for it after the service and write down what your water means to you. And now I invite you to come forward to add your water to the bowl. Pour or scoop as you wish. Liz will help folks find their way up and find their way back. Thank you, Liz. Would you join me in the spirit of prayer? Water unites us. All of life depends on water. This common everyday element is sacred. Even as we express our gratitude for water, let us hold before us those who are denied access to this precious, life-giving, life-sustaining element. Last year, we joined with other Unitarian Universalists across the country, taking prayerful action in solidarity with the 2 million Palestinians in Gaza who are still suffering, denied potable water and food by the Israeli state. People are dying of thirst, starvation, preventable disease, and the weapons of war.
Today, we once again take prayerful action in sympathy with the people of Gaza, as well as those all over the world who suffer from lack of water and are impacted by war. May these empty cups placed beside this bowl holding the waters we added, representing the abundance of water in our lives, remind us of all who today are suffering from the lack of this life-giving element. May we, with this symbolic act, express our prayerful hope that they be provided with nourishing, life-sustaining water. As we hold all the Palestinians in Gaza and all others suffering from war, and all creatures on this earth in our hearts and minds, let us be together in silence. Amen, and blessed be.
This morning, we brought water from many places, meaningfully merged with that of others in this bowl, reminding us that we come together in strength to create a faith community. We worship together, share our lives, support each other, and do the work of justice together. We work to help create an interconnected world that is loving, just, and healthy. May we know that we are part of the river of life, and that when we merge our power with that of others, we have the strength to bring down dams and overcome injustice. May we ever continue to be part of this transforming power in the world. One more time, let's take a moment of silent reflection.
I invite you to rise in body and spirit, and let's sing this new hymn, Coming Home. I return to myself, here where I belong. I am coming home, like a bird to its nest, like a river to the ocean.
extinguish our chalice with the words of Kylie Rice. Today you brought water, poured it into a communal bowl. Though our experiences have differed, these waters mingle, signifying our common humanity. Today you came and shared in this sacred community. May you depart the sacred space, hearts filled with hope for new beginnings, a fresh start. Go forth, but return to this community where rivers of tears may be shed, where dry souls are watered, where our joy bubbles, where your life cup overflows, where deep in your spirit you have found in this place a home, for all rivers flow to the sea. May you go with joy, go with commitment, go with love.
Way to jump in the water. We almost got all the words and swimming to the other side. That's a lot of words.